January 20th, 2026, Daily Bread. Passage Exodus chapter 12, verse 1 to 28. Key verse 23. Title: The Lord's Passover. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron in Egypt, "This month is to be for you, the first month of your year. Tell the whole community of Israel that on the 10th day of this month each man is to take a lamb for his family, one for each household. If any household is too small for a whole lamb, they must share one with their nearest neighbor, having taken into account the number of people there are. You are to determine the amount of lamb needed in accordance with what each person may eat. The animals you choose must be year-old males without defect, and you may take them from the sheep or the goats. Take care of them until the 14th day of the month, when all the members of the community of Israel must slaughter them at twilight. Then they are to take some of the blood and put it on the sides and tops of the doorframes of the houses where they eat the lambs. That same night they are to eat the meat, roasted over the fire, along with bitter herbs, and bread made without yeast. Do not eat the meat raw or boiled in water, but roast it over a fire, with the head, legs, and internal organs. Do not leave any of it till morning. If some is left till morning, you must burn it. This is how you are to eat it, with your cloak tucked into your belt, your sandals on your feet, and your staff in your hand. Eat it in haste, it is the Lord's Passover. On that same night I will pass through Egypt, and strike down every firstborn of both people and animals, and I will bring judgment on all the gods of Egypt. I am the Lord. The blood will be a sign for you on the houses where you are, and when I see the blood, I will pass over you. No destructive plague will touch you when I strike Egypt. This is a day you are to commemorate. For the generations to come, you shall celebrate it as a festival to the Lord, a lasting ordinance. For 7 days you are to eat bread made without yeast. On the first day remove the yeast from your houses, for whoever eats anything with yeast in it, from the first day through the 7th, must be cut off from Israel. On the first day hold a sacred assembly, and another one on the 7th day. Do no work at all on these days except to prepare food for everyone to eat. That is all you may do. Celebrate the festival of unleavened bread, because it was on this very day that I brought your divisions out of Egypt. Celebrate this day as a lasting ordinance for the generations to come. In the first month you are to eat bread made without yeast, from the evening of the 14th day until the evening of the 21st day. For 7 days no yeast is to be found in your houses. And anyone, whether foreigner or native-born, who eats anything with yeast in it must be cut off from the community of Israel. Eat nothing made with yeast. Wherever you live you must eat unleavened bread. Then Moses summoned all the elders of Israel and said to them, "Go at once and select the animals for your families, and slaughter the Passover lamb. Take a bunch of hyssop, dip it into the blood in the basin, and put some of the blood on the top and on both sides of the doorframe. None of you shall go out of the door of your house until morning. When the Lord goes through the land to strike down the Egyptians, he will see the blood on the top and sides of the doorframe, and will pass over that doorway, and he will not permit the destroyer to enter your houses and strike you down. Obey these instructions as a lasting ordinance for you and your descendants. When you enter the land that the Lord will give you as he promised, observe this ceremony. And when your children ask you, 'What does this ceremony mean to you?' then tell them, 'It is the Passover sacrifice to the Lord, who passed over the houses of the Israelites in Egypt, and spared our homes when he struck down the Egyptian.' Then the people bowed down and worshipped. The Israelites did just what the Lord commanded Moses and Aaron. Daily Bread Message. Before carrying out the final plague on Egypt, the Lord taught Moses and Aaron how to commemorate this event through the generations. It was to be called the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. The Lord gave detailed instructions to teach the people the meaning of His salvation. Eating unleavened bread, they would remember their poor conditions in Egypt. They would eat the Passover meal in haste to remember how, after their years of suffering and slavery, God saved them in one day by His power. Then Moses summoned the elders of Israel and had them instruct all the families to slaughter the Passover lamb and smear its blood on their doorframes. This sacrifice would prevent the destroying angel from entering their homes. It shows that, unless the Lord provides atonement, all people are under the judgment of sin. The true meaning of the Passover is shown in the gospel of Jesus. Thank God for saving us once for all, by His power displayed in Jesus at the cross. Because of Jesus, our Passover lamb, the unbearable judgment of sin can pass over us. Prayer. Father, thank You for Jesus, our Passover lamb who was sacrificed. Help me believe Your salvation power even when I am suffering. Help me remember how much You have done for me. One word, remember Jesus' salvation.